go, Peggy. I just heard a knock up on the hill. This is a good one, too. I wish I was recording. Unfortunately, there is a storm coming in. It might go around us. It looks like it might go around us on the radar. But we will see. Yeah, I was actually just looking at him, Robin. I heard that knock. To go check it out. But due to on my phone, I've got all notifications turned off on my phone because, like, if I go live, if I get a notification, it dings or buzzes or whatever, and nobody wants to hear that. And sometimes it will even knock my phone off of being live. So I've turned off all notifications on it. But I think you're in the group. If you can post it there, or even better yet, post it on the video, because that would make it where you can, like, post the times in the video. That makes it to where you can go right to the video and look at what you're talking about. Because a lot of the times I'll have, like, notifications on this phone and won't even realize it until, you know, a bit later. Oh, Shane, Matt, Linda, Robin, and Peggy. So that's the second knock I've heard today. Give me 1 minute, guys. I planned on going live, but they started a bit early tonight. Tricky buggers. Kind of caught me off guard here. Let me go grab some of my stuff. I think my FLIR's out in the side by side. I don't think it's going to do very good tonight because it gets muddy. Fire going, we ain't done that in a while. Piqued the booger's curiosity before, so does that again tonight. Besides, I've got all this wood laying around. All right. If it's gonna start or not, it's a bit wet. Try that. Hello, 10 mission hiker. Yeah, an old Native American taught me how to do that. I think he might have been a chief or something because he always had like gold and silver war paint on. especially around his nose and his mouth. But take you a can of spray paint and spray that fire with it a bit, and it gets it started. And even if it's wet, it'll get it heated up. Old Native American trick. Well, y'all don't believe me? I mean, wouldn't the chief wear the silver and gold war paint? He might have been a medicine man too, because he's always on like some kind of spiritual journey. Oh, Mr. Bass. Yeah, today I drove up on the other side of Stinky Holler, and I've got some video from it. I haven't uploaded. I uploaded the one with the balloon because that was pretty wild. It was just out in the middle of the trail. There's no way I could have missed that coming through. And whenever I stopped the side-by-side, I heard a knock. And I just now heard, right before I started this, I heard a knock up on the hill. And it was a good one too. I wish I got that and recorded. It's the ones that sound like the baseball being hit by a wooden bat, like really hard. And I'm not sure if that's wood on wood or like a really loud mouth pop. And I figure the fire, a lot of times you build a fire and they seem to enjoy that. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, it's just easier to go to on the video and look for it. Yeah, I've got a brush hog. I rode down to the neighbors today and talked to him about it, and we're going to have access to it, so we could actually get four-wheel drives back to it. The road ain't too bad. There's one spot that's got a mud hole in it, but it's not nothing major. So I'm going to brush hog all that up there, and I'm going to, you know, for the camp out, I think we might stay right above Stinky Holler. So it's roughly under 2 weeks away, and that should put them back in this area. Hopefully. It's hard to say. It seems like they change their habits as the seasons change. And I assume that's basically because of the food deals or whatever. I want to get it brush hogged for that, and the area I'm going to put us in, we will be on a ridge line, but there's a knoll that will be above us and two slopes, a knoll on either side of us actually, and two slopes going down. And I want to bush hog it, mainly keep the bugs off of us, but also so we can have a bit of a, we'll be able to see a little bit better up there. Yeah, the last time, that was every time actually, I can't think of one time that when people were down here camping, or even if I camped by myself, there hasn't been something happen. Even whenever we had the large group with the BFRO, which they didn't camp here, we just did a bunch of walking around, but we were followed, and I heard vocalizations and even saw some stuff on the night vision, and pretty neat. Just let us know if you can make it or not. But today I had to go into Mama's house, and I got some help Dad, and they had to get the air conditioning system fixed, and they're remodeling there too. So I spent about all morning up there and got back here about 2 o'clock and started working on these floors. And wow, I have got myself in a job. This laminate flooring is a lot tougher than what I thought it was going to be. And basically that's because I don't think there's a straight wall in this house. I hear you, Frank. It being a Dodge though, we'll probably have to push it around a lot. That's okay. You get hung up, I'll pull you out for my Toyota. Is there really a meteor shower? That's cool. I've heard about people talking about that. I've never seen that here. But you know, they're highly intelligent. It wouldn't surprise me if they did do stuff like that. You know, watch people camp or whatever, then, you know, after the people's gone, they go check it out, and they notice that you know, the charred wood is still in there, and then maybe they put that together with, like, if they build something, they know people's going to be around there, they'll maybe do that to throw people off a bit or something. I mean, I guess it's all possible. I'm not sure if I just heard a mouth talk or what that was. What it sounded like that. Came from the hillside. I'm just messing with you. I used to have a Dodge. The transmission went out on it. Then I found out that Dodge had issues with transmissions for those years. And that's whenever I traded in for the one I got now. Hello, Melanie. Yeah, basically I got tired of working on mine all the time. I mean, it was always something. In the truck I had before it, I was doing the same thing. And then, I guess, being a mechanic and doing that stuff all day, you don't want to come home and do it. And I've got a 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the traffic and the weather, drive to work each way. So over 3 or 4 mountains, and I wanted something I could rely on. So I got this truck, and I wished I'd never done it. I've had a Toyota before and loved that truck, but this one it's killing me. It eats tires up. Nobody knows why. I just took it in for alignment because the tires were starting to wear. and it's in alignment. I have no idea what does this. So that's why when the new Jeep trucks come out, I'm seriously thinking about trading that in on a new Jeep truck, which sucks because I was wanting to drive this thing for a while, at least pay it off and all that good stuff, which is getting closer to being paid off now. Yeah, it seems like the older trucks, I mean, or any cars, they were a lot better than what they make now. They don't care to put a high price tag on these new ones and put all this fancy stuff in it to go wrong, but man, they just don't make them like they used to. I hear you, Melanie. That's a good feeling. I mean, I like that, but I mean, I don't. I might pay this one off, and then I don't know what I want to do. I'll probably end up keeping this one, but we've only got a little bit more to go on it. I've been paying over each payment to try to get it paid off. '48 International. I bet that is nice. Dad had an old International Scout, and I can't remember what year it was. It was the early '70s, though. The model of it. It might have been late '80s. It was an International Scout 2, I think. And that thing was a beast. I've owned a couple of Jeeps before, and I absolutely loved them. I had one that I pushed it more than I drove it, but man, I had a lot of fun in that thing. It would go wherever, and that's probably why I had to work on it all the time. I kept it out in the hills. Yeah, man, I'd like to see some pictures of that too. Yeah, they quit making Jeep trucks what in the '80s, I guess. But yeah, they were some fine vehicles. But yeah, check them out. 2019, the Jeep trucks. They look like a Jeep, of course, with a truck bed on them. And I don't know if they're going to come out with one that kind of looks like the what was it, Wagoneer or Comanche or something like that. It looks like an army truck. It is bad. 82 CJ5. The wood plank floor. I remember the old trucks like that. That was cool. The old box style Chevrolets. That was a good truck. I made those, I guess, in the '80s too. Man, they were fine trucks. And I like the older style, the step side beds. I thought those looked good, but they're not really practical if you're using a truck to haul stuff with. And that's basically why I get a truck is to haul stuff with. Mine's got a load of stuff today and had already unloaded another bunch of stuff from it today, but I tore out some of my kitchen to take it up to my burn pile and burn it tomorrow before I go up to the, or after I get done brush hogging. I'll try to get up early and do that, unless it rains. Then there's no sense in even trying. And that's what I heat this house with as well. So it's about time to start doing that. Okay. Hello, Al. I'm hearing Bush talk right now too. I'm sure y'all heard the silly owl. That was pretty crazy sounding too, wasn't it? I think those are youngsters, to be honest with you. They don't have their owl calls down quite right, which none of them ever really get them right. But that one was that that one's probably he didn't do very good. And that's actually coming from the opposite side. See, what I think they've done is they've moved out to Stinky Holler and moved to the next mountain over, kind of going about their circuit. But he might, yep, that was a pot. They might, they might cross over to this other side to get a better look. Bailey's up on her perch. She's on the porch above the fire. She went with me today up on the mountain. I thought about going to go get the trail cam that's at the cave, and I checked out the other cave. I haven't been to it in a while. On the other side of Stinky Holler. It's actually a branch that comes off of Stinky Holler. But I don't think I want to go to get that trail cam just yet. I might give it another week before I go check it out. Yeah, where that came from, if anybody remember, last year, might have been earlier this year actually. I can't remember when it was. It was during the winter. I know that. I can't remember if it was first part of winter or last part. But I used to have the table sitting right here at the edge of the concrete, and right up on the hill to the front of the house, they had pushed over a tree, and I was live when they done all this. And I went up there and found the tree that they had pushed over in the blind and all that. And I think I even found a track behind it that night. So let me get out here and let's throw another log on the fire. Let me get out here where they can see me, see if they do anything. But they sure do seem to like fire. And I've noticed this, and Snow White, whenever she would get out and build her fires, they would do stuff. It's like it excites them or something. No, I'm not bow hunting yet. I've got out and shot mine a few times. I got a new crossbow. I'm wanting to try it this year too. But it's, I mean, 85 degrees. No, I'm not going out hunting in that. I have to wait for it to cool off. After I get a deer, I like to let it hang for at least a whole day. I prefer 2 or 3 days. You can't do that in this weather. You all got some weird names, Matt. Yeah, mosquitoes are bad. Yeah, but it's fall. I mean, it feels great in the mornings whenever you come out. And it won't be long. I even mentioned today whenever I was recording, I went to the other side of Stinky Holler and was recording. And, this time of year, you go out in the summertime and, you can learn a lot of stuff. And I stayed out in the summer, all last summer, stayed out there. And I learned quite a bit. However, you don't have much of a chance of filming anything, or at least getting good footage of anything, or seeing anything. And you got to deal with ticks. And last year I was plumb eat up with chiggers and then mosquitoes. And I know why people that's been doing this for years don't go out in the summer. And luckily, I'm not a researcher. And even more luckily, I don't have to go very far to find them. They come to me. So that's cool. I like getting out in the woods, so I guess as soon as it cools off, I will be back out there. I'll definitely be out there hunting. And now I pretty much take a camera, at least my phone, wherever I go. Yeah, I mean, the mosquitoes have been terrible here. We've had so much rain. I mean, the last couple of years, it seems like we've had more rain than we've ever had. And it hardly ever dries up. I don't think there was a solid week of, no rain. It seemed like at least every 3 or 4 days it would rain. And it really seemed like it rained every weekend, too. But probably not. All right, Tracy, go make that money. I'll walk in and get me another cup of coffee. Y'all listen. that? That's the cats. Can y'all hear that? I'm not talking about the growl either. There's like a whoops. Oh, good kitty. You found another mouse? What a good kitty cat. Awesome, guys. You two, get at it. Last time it was a black cat, now it's Clokey. Look at the fog rolling in. Yeah, they're worth $1 million if they keep catching mice. He growls like that so a booger don't come and take his mouse. Where's your mouse at, black cat? So I fed him this morning, then I got back from moving the furniture and they was all meowing like they haven't ate all day, and I told them to go catch mice. At least one of them paid attention. Why don't you just kill the poor thing? Listen how vicious these boogering cats are. You really can't train that. It's just bred into them. Yeah, cats ain't very good for rabbits. What you got, Clokey? You're the only fella I know that will purr and growl at the same time. Kind of weird. You are a mean cat. He enjoys his work, don't you? Your mouse is getting away. y'all hear that note just now. I reckon why boogers find it so interesting. Yeah, they're close. They're getting closer too. I'm trying not to react to it or look that way or anything. There went another knock behind me, up toward the barn. I'm gonna look at see what time the feeding times is for deer tonight. What time's that meteorite shower? What time are you supposed to be able to see that? I wonder if Dee made it to her place. Is anybody hurting her? No. I gotta get on this coffee. Fresh out of watermelons. I've got less peppers. Maybe a rogue tomato or two. Got them sweet bell peppers, the red ones and the orange ones. They're just now starting to come in. Oh, I put the balloon back up in the, I tied it to a tree, put like a little slip knot in it so they can get it pretty easy. But the wind or nothing would carry it off. And I don't know, they're all the time bringing stuff here. I've got old Kermit here. My favorite showed y'all that hair. I got a hair off of this thing, a big long black hair. That's what baby's hair on it now. Old Kermit the Frog. I don't know if I don't know if it was that Kevin or she had another guy down there. I think his name might have been Kevin too. So I'm not sure which one it was. I asked her and she never did answer. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good deal for the Coyote. And they obviously wanted me to see it. I mean, I'm sure they knew I was going to go check out where I shot the Coyote at. And then they put the marker on the ground underneath of it. I mean, pretty sure they wanted me to have Kermit. I just wonder where they get it from. That's, I mean, the tag on it. See if I can find it. Assembled in Mexico. I had no idea Kermit was Mexican. That's pretty cool. So 1956, 1976. So 76 would be the year that this was put out, I suppose. It's got some kind of sticky stuff on his hand. Is that another hair? That actually looks like a deer hair. It might be a coyote hair, actually. I bet that's what that is, a coyote hair. I probably won't be able to see that. Looks like a coyote hair. There, Sissy. I thought you was lost. You're still lost? Oh no. The booger didn't get you, did it? What are you guys talking about here? Hello, Sue. Here's Linda. Ready. Lane. Could be. I'm not sure what the sticky stuff is. I don't know if y'all be able to see that very good either. That right there, it's all like, it's, look, Cece. And a frog. Yeah, scare Cece off here. Herman's just been chilling. I meant to take him boogering with me. I've got a backpack. I'm going to start packing around and maybe tie him to the top of it so they'll see it. I'm wondering how they'll react to that. And again, Kermit just happens to be green. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Back to the old green color. I always wonder, I mean, where'd they get it from? How long have they had it? Because it didn't, it don't look like it's been out in the weather or anything. Like it's been wet. Like some of the Care Bears look pretty rough. This don't look very rough. I mean, it's dirty. You can tell it's been handled. It had a bit of like leaf litter and stuff like that on it, but it don't look like it's been dragged through the mud or anything. Well, what was neat about that balloon, I found several balloons up in the woods, and people release those for whatever reason. I don't particularly agree with the practice because then it's basically litter after that. But I found them several places, like around the Moonshine Cave. I found one over there, and I found a couple back up here on the hill. What are you doing? Cece in here causing trouble. I think she's shook up by the frog. Hello, Sooner. Going to pop. They might have, but I mean, this looks like it's been put up somewhere. Not 1976. That's 42 years old. So I don't know. I mean, that's probably something like a collectible or whatever. Like someone mentioned the other day in the chat, there are some kids up there at the one neighbor's place. And they have been doing remodeling up there. And I know this because they had a bunch of stuff out in their yard, and then the stuff just happened to be up on the hillside, which is terrible. Yep, I was born in 76. No, I never did. I mean, I didn't really look uh, real good. But I looked around the area where I dropped it at. I never did find any blood or anything, but it was wet there too. That part of the bottom holds water, and like I say, it rains all the time here. Thanks. Hey, Ma. about the swamp apes. Yeah, I mean some of my older videos, I think are some of the better ones. Of course, I had no idea what I was doing and still don't. But yeah, some of the older ones are pretty good. And I always try to put whatever happens right in the title, but that don't mean like like they wasn't around me. But I think some of the best ones are whenever I go up Stinky Collar or whenever they're there. Like happened the other night, I heard all the ruckus up there, and I went up there today to see maybe try to find out which way they went. Since then, I think I know, and they've actually got a new crossing place, and it's right above where we're talking about camping, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I haven't been out in the summer. It's just I don't know. It's just not really worth it to go out there. Oh, good grief. Why am I so far away from the fire? Because it's like 80 degrees. I put the fire out there where the boogers can see it. I don't know, guys. A lot of stuff I just don't believe. With reason. It is a jungle out here. That's another thing. In summertime, you can't get very good audio because of the bugs, and frogs, and everything else. Just caught a lady who is hottie toddy Bigfoots. The gated community. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the spirit part. I have no idea what they are. They're not sissy. I think they're flesh and blood. If they was interdimensional, why would they? I mean, what would be the purpose for them even coming here, and what would be the purpose of people seeing them? Why would they leave tracks or feces or structures or kill boxes or have need to, you know? I mean, I don't understand any of that if they're interdimensional. There could be several reasons people go missing. And the reason I think that, people don't see them more often is there's still a lot of wilderness out there. I mean, just like my area, for example, the closest neighbors are 2 miles away. Other than that, they're probably, you probably gotta go another 3 miles, and that's basically how it is. And there's people that's even more remote than me here. However, if you're out in the forest, in a thick forest, like it is here in the summer and spring and whatnot, a person could be wearing blaze orange and be 20 yards away from you and you not see him. Also, if you're born and raised in the woods and you don't want to be seen, you know every trick there is to know. They can be extremely quiet, walk right up on you and be extremely quiet and you not know they're there. Or they could be extremely loud and want you out of the area and make sure you know that they're there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about the UFOs. All I can do is talk about what I've seen here, and then there's people that I trust, and I've got to know that I know I'm not going to blow smoke, and they've never had anything like a booger disappear, one fall out of a UFO, or one of them brain talk to them or something like that. I mean, and it's never happened to me, so I mean that's all I can speak of. I will agree with that, Wayne. Yeah, well, here's another thing, Hiker. There's also people that are psychotic. All right. I mean, there's some people that will film a bush and claim that it's a Bigfoot. So, I mean, you got to watch who you follow. I mean, there's some people that claim all kinds of stuff. Can y'all hear that? It sounds like they're moving further off, but they're whooping again. See, Matlock's a squid. Exactly, Michael. I mean, and that's, all I can do is document what happens here and put it out there. And people can either choose to believe it or not. It really don't matter to me. I try to tell the truth as I see it, what happens to me, and I could be wrong about it. However, I'm not one to go out and just make something up like uh, their mind talking to me, or I'm getting attacked every time I go out, or silly stuff like that. I don't want to stage my videos, and I don't know if that's what people are out after. You know, go out and just start. I don't know, pretending like something's going on that's not going on. I'm not going to do that. I would rather not even put up a video than do that. I don't know if they're Nephilim or not. I mean, it's all a possibility. I'm not saying that none of this is possible. They might be Nephilim from Pluto that come down into UFOs and mind talk to me and eat the dog food and slap on my barns and disappear into thin air. All that, they might be that. However, I've never seen one speck of evidence of any of that happening except for eating dog food and slapping the buildings. The only evidence I've seen is them being a flesh and blood creature that eats and drinks and sleeps and likes to mess with people. And I mean, that's all I've ever seen. However, if they ever mind speak to me, or if I ever see one and it just disappears into thin air, then I will be the first to say, "Hey, this just happened." But I'm not gonna make it up. Just like I wouldn't walk out there and drop my phone or fall down or something and say, "Well, Booger just attacked me." I mean, I'm not gonna make stuff up just for content or whatever. Like I said, I would rather not even do a video before I would do something like that. Yeah, but Mr. Wells is a psychopath. Nah, it's just on break. Here pops now. There's Bailey. A few times whenever I went out and they've been on the property, they've came back and messed with me later that night. That's happened a few times. Like I said, and I'll stick to this, and my reasons to believe it. They've got a big area, and they're not always here. However, if they are in the area, they'll stop by. A lot of times I've got home and it's 30 minutes on the dot. They're here. That just makes me think that they can hear me coming down, and maybe they've got their bellies full and they're filling their beans and come over and mess with me. I mean, I'd like for you to call one of these days and tell some of your stories. You got some crazy, cool stories. Has it ever happened to you, Mission? Brain talk and them disappearing and tripping out of UFOs and such? Yeah, there was a woman, Miss Carter Coy, they had them on their farm. It was down in Tennessee. I don't know if that's who you're talking about. That's who comes to mind whenever you said that. I was shooting at coyotes. I hit one and missed one. Like you're singing. You must be a better singer than me. I don't want them coming down here for dinner time. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think they are, we're their entertainment. So I think they don't have YouTube and TV and all that good stuff. So we would be their entertainment. Yeah, I've been to LBL, In Between the Lakes. I've got a playlist on there. Went down there and met the Outlaws, and Kumbo tells those stories. However, that's whenever I first got my camera and the mic and all that stuff, and I didn't have it all figured out. And the audio is not very good on it. Here, LBL, there's supposedly dog men there. But I know some researchers that's their main area, and they've never had any encounters or anything with dog men. So I don't know. I was only there for what, 4 or 5 days. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, and it is very boogery. We actually had them come into our camp while we was there, and one of them even messed with Kumbo's camper. It was a pretty wild outing. Really, Mission. That's fine. There's wood on there. Uh-oh, you're winter rock. I've never seen any evidence of dog men. I mean, I can't discredit all these people that say they've seen them and had experiences and stuff with them, and some people that like Tater plays. I mean, he had one stick its head in his window, so I can't say that guy's a liar. I don't think he would lie about something like that. Why would he? It's a possibility, Kim. Or Kim, I'm sorry. Is it not? I got my video off right now. I got the pop out chat so I can see the chat better. And I don't get that either. All right. Grady Cool says she wants to see Bigfoot, but not Dogman. I mean, I guess I can kind of understand that. However, I don't get why you know, 8 to 10 foot tall, um, 8 humanoid looking thing is any less scary than a dog man. I don't understand that. Exactly, Michael. And that's what, somebody mentioned the missing 411 and stuff like that. Let me tell y'all something. Human beings, a lot of them, aren't so nice. Some of them's downright evil. There is some terrible, awful stuff that humans do. So I think a lot of the missing people, I think it's done by other people. Some of the stuff you just can't explain, but I'd say a lot of it's just other people. But think of it this way: boogers aren't stupid. They're not. I mean, I think they're pretty intelligent. Why would they risk stealing a kid, or killing your critters, or killing somebody, something like that? They would have to know that if they did something like that, then there would be a search party out for folks, or out for boogers. They would they're I've heard of like boogers getting too wild and showing themselves down in Gatlinburg and like at campgrounds, and just running through the middle of the campgrounds, and then they send in like I think the government knows all about these things, and they send in a team to scare them off. They put people in the woods to uh, to scare them off, and I've heard that a few different places. LBL being one of them. I don't know. I don't think that I've never read his book, but I don't think he ever comes right out and says what's doing it. So, but I think there's a lot of it's other humans, and I'm not saying all of it's other humans, but I think a lot of it is. There are just some evil people out there. Exactly, Matt. What is found in national forests? I don't know. The government has to know. Look, if everybody in here either knows about them or believes that, they're a possibility, or a lot of people have seen them, then you're telling me that the government, which has billions of trillions of dollars to their access, and that has all kinds of people employed, don't know about it. Then, if you think that, then something's wrong. I don't have no burgers, that's why. Is the fire really that bad? It's not that bad. I'm just kind of far away from it. I need to bust up some of this firewood's what I need to do. Got big pieces in there. Where did my chat go? I hear you, Frank. What time is it? 9:30. It's still early. Some nights they do a lot. Some nights you just hear little sounds. And, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think, boogers are just a wild critter and they're curious critters. I don't think they're out attacking humans all the time. And not to say it don't happen. I'm sure, there's rogue ones, maybe an old one that can't catch a deer anymore or something like that. But mostly they're just curious and they want to sit and watch people, and we're kind of their entertainment. Hello, Houston. A lot of times they do make vocalizations and they do this and that, but it's not constant. I mean, you'll hear little things and they'll signal back and forth that they do it. They do small things. They're signal back to each other, like there might be one laid up on the side of the mountain and another one on the other side, or one on down the way from them. They'll do a pop or maybe chatter back and forth a little bit, and it's just subtle things that normally what they do. Unless they're really trying to get your attention, then they'll smack the crap out of your barn or something. Or if they're hunting or something like that, and then it's on. Well, actually, not very long ago, down in South America, they discovered a new ape. I think it's called the billy ape or something like that. So, I mean, absolutely, I think they exist here. And why in the heck the government don't want people to know? I have no idea. Well, Vanessa, I just want to sit here and chill out. I've been working. I don't feel like fooling with a fire or making tea or anything. Basically, I just want to chill out. Sit out here and listen and talk to you good folks. Hello, Roundorf. Yeah, I think there's lookouts. I think there's watchers. I think they post one around the main plan, and then they got a couple that go out scouting. And I think they use scouts in front of them. I mean, I've got my reasons to think all this, and I've tried my best to document it throughout my videos and all that. Amen, mission. Said I think they like to keep us guessing and make us look like fools. Pretty much. Yeah, you think you figure something out and they show you. Yeah, I've tried music here before. I had a harmonic. I have no idea where my harmonic is. I've been doing this remodeling. I can't find anything anymore. I got everything piled up. And I've had reactions out of it. Yeah, I think the teenagers are, what the equivalent to teenagers are just out running amok like teenagers do. Oh yeah, I think they do too. I think what I call kill box. They'll pull down trees and stuff, and they'll build like a blind in them. And yeah, I think they use a few strategies during hunting. I guess the scariest for me was whenever they first started here and they was slapping the house and I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I thought it was people doing it, somebody messing with me, and why in the heck I couldn't see him or I never heard him come in, or it didn't alarm my dogs. Just the basically the unknown be the scariest thing that's happened here, I guess. As far as sightings, I've only had a couple brief glimpses at them. I had one earlier, but they're kind of calm tonight. They do it for the cameras, Frank. I don't think the logging did bring them in. I think they were here before the logging started. What in the world? That was kind of scary. You know, guys. I have no idea what that was. It scared the crap out of me. Hello? Sounds like a lot of the bugs have calmed down a little bit after that. Now they're coming back. I don't know what that was, y'all. Smoke is pouring in here. I think it's starting to focus off. Yeah, brown dwarf's got really small trees. Basically, they're saplings over there. I don't know what that was. They throw gravel up on the roof before. I'm looking with my FLIR, that's why I can't keep up with the chat right now, but I'm not seeing very much. It's a bit foggy out right now. No one in the fire pit. It sounded like out there at the building. Or maybe there's a piece of metal laying across the creek too. There used to be an old chicken coop over there. I still haven't got it out. After I burnt the chicken coop down, it was all falling in. I can't see nothing with this FLIR in the fog. It's pretty bad. Y'all, I know y'all can't tell looking that way. Look up toward the barn, you can barely see the light in the barn. I don't see no rocks up there. Oh, I just heard a pop. And another one. Oh crap, I gotta haul up. Stay ma, aishi. Stay ma, mabishi. Let's see if there's leaves. I don't know what that was. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the time they threw that stuffed bear in the building out there and they took off laughing. I don't know. Might have to go back and review that, see if they laughed this time. I actually heard them the last time. I didn't hear nothing this time. Look how foggy it is. They threw something up against this. Get all this up to the barn too. Does that sound like it? That ain't it, is it? Hey, Ma, you want your Kermit back? Let me get my broader light just in case. Let's walk up to the barn. See if we can shake anything loose. Oh, Justin. I think my spotlight's out in the side by side. Really, Frank? Is that like a really old song? Man, look at this fog. Might be a dog fella running around. Oh, it is. That big piece of tin in there, I did move a bunch of it around the backside of the. I'm not sure what that was. I was too busy. I was too busy having a heart attack at the time. But it sounded closer. It couldn't have been that. Yeah, there's all kinds of different ones. One I got a Stanley. It's pretty good. There's better ones, but this one does pretty good. Like now, you can charge them with a USB cable, like it from your car or anything. I hate whenever the camera's on that side. And try to flip. I'm walking on my gravel road. Kind of gravel, mostly mud now. Try and knock. Thought I heard something. She is in Carolina right now. Winona. The thing about aliens and even reptilians, I think that's basically demons, to be honest with you. For instance, look up Aleister Crowley. I just heard a thump behind me. Look up Aleister Crowley and look up the picture he drew of the spirit or whatever it was he's trying to conjure up or whatever. I went a roller. That may have been a nut, actually. Some walnuts are falling right now. I don't think that was a rock, y'all. I think that might be a walnut. Because they are falling right now. And there's a tree right here. And one on the other side of this building. See? There's this one I don't think can fall in the building, but the one on the other side can. It's a rocky here, more of a hard hit, like a more of a ding. The one that's falling, they got that hull and kind of insulates them, and they roll real good too. Rocks don't roll that good. Ooh, like that. Did you hear that? That might have actually been it sounded like they hit the front of the house, maybe tapped the porch or something. I'm gonna try vocalization, see if I can get them stirred up. They're doing little things tonight. I'm gonna tell them howdy. Watch your ears. Well, I went out boogering today and I had socks on. Then for this evening, I usually don't wear socks with my Crocs, but I just haven't took my socks off yet. I just took my bibs off. Anyway, watch your ears. Socks with Crocs. That's pretty funny. Is that what hillbillies do or something? Because I live amongst hillbillies, I don't think I've ever seen it besides me that I'm aware of. Back on fire. The wood's a bit wet. I guess we won't get no answer. Might be where they're already here. Not Fern. Yep, Kermit's still here. I've got game cameras facing the porch and that side over there, so they won't get on this part. Yeah, I guess in the wintertime I wear them with mine too. I just love them. I need a new pair because the bottom of these are worn out. Usually I don't do that because like this now I walk out there and the dews fell and now my socks are wet. But these are getting a bit dangerous. I need to buy a new pair. There is a 40% chance of rain tomorrow, and I hope. Man, it was thundering. The sky got all dark today at dusk, and I thought for sure we was gonna get grounded again. And I looked at the radar, and we're I was right on the edge of it. But there's a 40% chance tomorrow, and I don't know. I hope it don't, at least till evening, so I can get up there and get that stuff cut. Because there's a couple of sketchy hills that I'm really don't want to take the tractor up if it's wet. I don't know if they're going to answer anything I do tonight. I mean, I don't know if they're still here now or not. They might have had their fun and left. Sometimes they stick around a lot longer, but a lot of times they just stop by to see what's up. But a lot of times, like if they're already here, they want to answer. Or they might throw a rock or something. I'll try it. Ew. No, I've never. Actually, I think I threw a golf ball across the creek one time. And that got me thinking, man, what if I was to hit one and make them mad? I don't want, I'm not throwing rocks back at them. Because even though they have thrown rocks several times, even whenever I'm out in the woods and I actually got hit that one time in the knee off of a ricochet, I mean, I think it'd be a bad idea to throw it back, especially if you don't see, just like you wouldn't shoot at something you couldn't see. It's a bad idea to throw rocks at something and you can't see it. I mean, well, if you was to hit it and make it mad. Yeah, apparently there's been a date set for a couple of months now. I thought I posted that in the messenger thing. Isn't that really cool? I think the boogers have had their fun. Give it a few more minutes and see if anything happens. About a dozen, I guess. Depending if everybody shows up or not. I know for sure there's about 8 people that's going to show up. And then I've got some more invites. They don't know if they're going to be able to make it or not. See you later, Cope. Ask them who they are. I've done that. They never told me. It's almost like they're keeping a secret. That is what you would call pareidolia. There's definitely no Sasquatch head there. About that, they hardly let me see him. I've only had a couple of quick glances. I don't think anybody can promise if you come to this area, you will definitely see a booger. All depends on them. And besides, I don't think they're here anymore. I haven't heard anything in a while. That's just how they seem to do. They got to move on and go get them a bit to eat or whatever. And they just don't seem to stick around one place for very long. That's, just another part of their being elusive. Hey, believe it or not, I got most of the buckets up in the barn now. There's still a few laying here and there, but buckets are very handy. That last float or something, I don't know, maybe they might have a signal for, all right guys, time to head out. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any horses. I'd like to have some horses. Now you can't have enough buckets. They dry rot and get old. I've got a stockpile of buckets. They were the handiest things. You never know what you find if you leaf blow the forest. I've had to do it before to find my GoPro baby lost. Yeah, gang, I do believe I'm going to jump off here too. I think they've done went on, but the area I'm going to be at tomorrow is where I think they're at right now. I'll be out there brush hogging. I might do some steel cams while I'm brush hogging. Take my GoPro, my phone, and everything. Just put different angles up of steel cams, so maybe film while I'm doing that. They always seem interested in me working. I think they're done for the night. The sock. Just tell me to put some Crocs on. Oh, the gun gets plenty of cleans. But anyway, if anything else happens, well, I probably won't know about it. I'll be inside. But something does happen, I'll jump back on live. If not, I'll be out boogering tomorrow. I got some videos I want to upload too from where I went out today and found a few interesting things. Other than that, I thank everybody for stopping by, and y'all have a good night, and God bless.